Rather than taking her all the way down, just go into the dress itself. Bring that down.
Later, as a magazine became more aware of what was on the cover, instead of having the opportunity to just shoot reportage, suddenly you had an appointment with somebody. You know, Rod Stewart was meeting you at 2 o'clock. Well, what are you going to do? The subject was waiting to be directed, and I certainly was not a director. I mean, I had to start thinking, what would I do with my subject? And a lot of the conceptual work came into full swing in the late 70s and early 80s, came out of that necessity. But I came to love both directions. I love doing a formal portrait, and I love doing the reportage. I'm not really a fashion photographer. I'm uncomfortable saying I know how to do fashion, really, but I enjoy it. You know, I come out of all these other schools of photography. I sort of came in the back door to fashion.
Go. Stop. And go back and play.
My very first fashion that I ever did was Margot Hemingway in Plains, Georgia, for New West magazine. Mia Feidler, who's the great art director of Harper's Bazaar, I remember going to her and saying, New West magazine wants me to photograph Margot Hemingway. And she said, well, if you do fashion, always make sure you can see the clothes. And it stuck with me, it just stuck with me. It's just like, you can do whatever you want, she said, but you must see the clothes. I did my first couture in Paris with Kate Moss. Anna Wintour had this crazy idea to team Kate Moss with Puff Daddy. And Grace Coddington was my fashion editor. It was just cuckoo being in Paris with Kate Moss, beautiful, gorgeous, extraordinary couture, and Puff Daddy. Kate Moss makes you feel like you're a good photographer. She really is doing all the heavy lifting with fashion. It's almost like photographing sculpture. It feels so unreal to me anyway. It's sort of a platform for just taking off into a totally unreal storyboard world.
So Katie, let's go profile that way. Beautiful, unbelievable. Oh my God. Okay, look at me, look at the camera. They're beautiful. And head down a little bit.
With the Katy Perry shoot. Katy, you know, loved the idea of being in Paris. I've been to Paris many, many times, but I took my children this time, and one of the things we do is we go around to all the carousels, and we were literally in front of the Eiffel Tower at that carousel with my children, and I looked at it and I thought, this would be great for Katy.
Katie, go ahead and look out to your right. Keep your hand up, though. Incredible.